So space, heights, death, and spiders. All things, and in a way, they all relate. 3 of those lead to the last one. So space, height, and spider all can lead to death.
All right. So let me ask you a question.
I don't like it already.
All right. Hot seat for you, Justin. You have to spend 24 hours with one of those 3 fears. So you're either hanging out very tall building on just a little ledge, 24 hours. You're dangling from a cord.
I'm sleeping up there.
Yep. You're just like, I mean, hey, can you sleep? I don't know. We'll find out. You're dangling from a cord from a space station in space, or you have to spend a room.
So I'm not, time out. So I'm not even in the space station.
Mm-mm.
I am in a suit that has enough oxygen for my my spacewalk, and I'm setting a world record for longest spacewalk. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Or you're in a room. I don't know.
My pulse is legitimately raising right now.
Or you're in a room. I'm trying to decide. I mean, what makes sense? What's fair here? Is it a medium-sized spider? Is it a cat-sized spider? Is it a? I mean, what do you think? Like 24 hours, and I mean, you know.
Or is it a room of well, remember the last question round we did? Like,
Yeah.
is it a like that girl who had the deal breaker one?
Yeah.
Is it the room of spiders?
Yeah, I mean, does it freak you out that they're in their terrariums? I mean, is that enough to set? You have to hang out in there for 24 hours? Like, just it'll probably be okay for 24 hours. But what if one of them gets out? Like, you know, are they smart enough? Have they unionized? I mean, like, what's happening here? I don't know. You know, like.
No.
So I'll let you decide. I mean, what I want to make it somewhat realistic. I don't want to be like, you know, there's an 8-foot spider and you're hanging out in the room with it, you know, or whatever. But like, also at the same time, it's not like I'm in this big bedroom and there's a daddy long leg in here somewhere. You know what I mean? So, you know,
I don't like what Jared just said. Give Justin a couple huntsman spiders.
No,
they won't bite, but they're big and they like the gallop. I don't know what the gallop is.
Nope. Huntsman spiders.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, these guys are a real problem. I've seen plenty of videos of these guys. Woo! Yeah, they are big.
You posted a link to an image?
Yes.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes.
Oh, God damn it. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yep. We'll just see if maybe they like 2 gallop, he says. They like 2 gallop.
I don't like anything about this.
I don't
God
think
damn
that's
it.
gonna work. I'm gonna try and.
Here's the thing. If they were in a terrarium, I would spend 24 waking hours in there.
He's right. Just hold your hand up to your face. That's the size.
All right, I'm gonna click this, and you guys are gonna see someone have a panic attack in real time. All right, this is not. No.
Yeah.
No.
That's also pretty good for scale. If you see how big that thing is, like that thing is.
No.
For the listeners.
No.
For the listeners.
No.
I sent him a picture. It's essentially it's covering about the corner, the entire corner of like a window, like a glass. It's either a door. I mean, this thing is like. Jared is pretty right. Put your palm up to your face. That's about the size of this thing.
That's not big enough. Your palm on your face is not big enough.
Yeah. So they won't bite, but they like to gallop. So let's stick with this since we're on this one. All right. So you have to hang out in a room with the huntsman spider for 24 hours. You have to hang out
in a terrarium.
No, he's in the room.
He's just hanging out in the room, free balling.
Yeah. So there's a bed, okay? So you can hang. Oh my God. Jervis says you can find them on your sliding doors in the morning. They're a nice little wake up in the morning. You are too calm about this, Jared. You are too calm, sir. You are too calm.
Australian, Doug. This is what they do.
This is
what they do. They can't beat emus, but they fucking hang out with gallop spiders.
That's right. All right, let's check our posture real quick. Make sure that we're good, you know? Make sure we're doing good.
Dab again, too?
Yep, we're going to have to cash in on a dab. We're going left?
We're going left again. 3, 2, 1.
I I realize this is like the first time I've ever dabbed. The second time now. So, hooray!
Oh, boy.
Oh,
What I don't
boy!
like watching is the playback in Twitch when that happens.
I love it because I feel
Jared,
like
stop talking about these spiders. I'm gonna kick you out of the chat.
we have the power to do that.
I don't
All right,
like this.
Justin. Okay, here's the deal. All right, so
Jared,
what is
we've
it?
already lost one viewer to the stream. Stop talking about the spiders.
So here's
I
the
blame
thing.
you.
All right, you're dangling from the space station for 24 hours. You're on a ledge of a building for 24 hours, or you're in your current bedroom. There's a huntsman spider in there somewhere, and you got to stay in there for 24 hours. Which one do you pick?
Real quick, I never knew. So, is this it's an Australian black widow? You guys call them redbacks. We call them black widows. That's interesting. 'Cause
Redback
Jared said
sounds
it's
like
the
a
redbacks
racist
you gotta
term,
worry
but
about.
that's fine. You know.
Okay. Well, what about? So that's only 3 of my 4 fears, Doug. Like, what about death? I have to hang out with death for 24 hours.
Well, what I'm saying is that any one of those could lead to death. So, you know. So what do you think, man? Which one do you pick? 24 hours. Pick your poison, sir. Pick your poison.
Jesus. Man. I don't. Okay, let's talk this through. For
Yeah, let's break it
space,
down for us. Break it down for us.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to go with space, and here's why.
Okay, lay it on me.
Oh, man, this makes me so anxious just thinking about it. So I feel like I'm going to go with space, and here's why. With the spider, I don't know what that thing's going to do. I don't have control over it. I can't rationalize with it. I can't be like, hey, man,
Can't
you
negotiate
stay
with
in that
it.
corner. I'll stay in my corner. Let's just hang out. How about that? Right?
Yeah.
Do you play backgammon? You want to play cards? What are we doing? That doesn't work with these spiders. I'm assuming. I have not boned up on the Wikipedia page. A ledge, I have very minimal control with that as well because I'm standing / sitting on a teeny tiny little ledge.
Mhm.
If wind happens, goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
No bueno. Also, you got that vertigo thing where you look down
Mm-hmm.
and you're totally fine, but you lose your balance and maybe I tip over. I don't want to risk that.
Mm-hmm.
Space, I have to assume that NASA or SpaceX has sent me up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been given potentially adequate training. I've got
No, you're a tourist.
It's-
You're a space tourist. That's what you are in this scenario.
a space tourist.
Mm-hmm. You're a space
Okay.
tourist.
All right.
You're not
So-
saving the world from an asteroid or anything like that.
Fair enough. Even if I'm a space tourist, I have to assume that the equipment I'm using has been given to me by some reputable organization, right? So I'd like to think that this equipment has been vetted. It's of high quality. I'm gonna assume this is the artistic part I'm putting on the scenario. I have spotters inside who are watching me and
Yeah, here's the
monitoring
thing.
my
There's spotters, but there's also spiders inside too.
spiders.
Space spiders. No.
I don't like it.
So yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
If that's the case, I'm doing space. I don't like it, but I'm doing space.
Because here's the thing too. This is a long enough cable that you're on that if something were to happen, there's no way you're getting back in. Like, I want to be clear with this. Like, this umbilical cord you're on, it's like, I don't know, 200, 300, 400 feet. Like, it's just way out there. So if it were to snap, you're not going to be like, oh, I can grab on. No, you're nowhere near like this thing. It's like you're parasailing in space. So.
Oh, I hate this so much. All right, spider. I'm doing the
Oh my
spider.
god, you go with the spider. Okay.
Because 2 reasons. One, apparently they don't bite. I'm hearing this. So push comes to shove, I'm swinging at this thing.
Cool.
All right?
All right.
And I can stay awake for 24 hours. I've done it before. I can do it
Uh-huh.
again.
You feel like the adrenaline would keep you awake?
And I'm going around the edge of the wall. I'm keeping my eye on the son of a bitch.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So I'll go with the
Ooh.
spider. Again, don't like it.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the spider.
I don't like it.
Don't knock it.
Not
It's not
one bit.
making me happy.